Coach, we're just about 4 miles off the shore of Lake Erie at New Era Field in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And off we go from New Era Field. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set up. 6 orange. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Swift, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now second and 7 from the 23.
Ready, go. 53 at the mic.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on second and 12. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ready. 15. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Ready.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Ready, break. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Ready, go.
They'll try the left side. Swift. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Now a give, right side. Swift, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
On 1st down, Swift, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
It's just me and you. Ready? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, it's all about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Gay's kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Simpson. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Consecutive Plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Simpson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On second and 11 now. Allen. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Ready? Hey, hold. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Sponge. No. Alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Allen. And this is Simpson with a catch. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Looking for Woods that time. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover like that. I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Be ready. Check 52. Kill. Recon, 132 fight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike, go.
He'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 16, Allen, and that is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Move, move, move. Mike 5'9".
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Patriots take over. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Move there, move there. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You can't block me. You are. You can't block me. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
2nd and 11. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Looking to throw. His throw incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Check, 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 check. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 56. Not here. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Let's go. 56.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. That's taken in by Callaway. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ready, 56, Mike, 56. And we're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Moss for a Patriots touchdown.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
A 16-yard touchdown. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they showed improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch QB drop. 51 to Mike. 51. Hey, orbit. Hold this. No, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Allen now to throw again. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Mike 51. Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Around the NFL, they're in the second quarter at Lambeau. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking deep downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On first down, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 23 yards, the final tally. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch. Mike 56. Mike 56. You gonna see me in your
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That's it, baby. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
Come on, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Kill. Back. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
53 is the mic. Check, 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 check.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Okay, ready? Come on, G! No.
On third down, Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, Simpson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming.
Now Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3. Check nickel. Kill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get that ball. Under 10. 10.
to the air. Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. 7 yards there and a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Allen now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, I need one over here. I need one over here. 59 mark, 59 mark.
Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Haywood. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Come on.
Now Allen again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ready, set. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Quiet, 64, weak.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st down, New England.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Swift. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Come on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And an alley to run. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Simpson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talks about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Swift. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Allen going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. One final shot. They'll look to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Patriots, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.